My name's Mark Lazell. I'm the business website director for Healy Consultants based in Singapore. This afternoon, I have with me Grace Odhiambo. She's the senior client engagements manager, and she is in our office in Johor Bahru in Malaysia. Hi, Grace.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All the better for speaking with you, Grace, as ever. Today we are going to talk about the beautiful islands of the Seychelles and an engagement you have recently completed therein. Grace, if you just don't mind sharing with the listeners what the client was doing and what some of their objectives were. And I believe that you took on the engagement from one of our colleagues. So if you can just tell us at which stage you took it on and how it all panned out.
Right. So I recently completed the engagement for Seychelles Incorporation, and it was an IBC, International Business Company, which I took over from a colleague based in Slovakia. His name is Peter. And at the time I took over the engagement, it was in the advanced stages whereby Peter had already collected all the due diligence documents from the client and had the conversations with the client to determine exactly what he wants to do. So what was required of me was to follow up with our Seychelles affiliate office to ensure that the company was set up and everything was running according to plan. So our client wanted to set up an offshore company. His business is, he offers a website with advertising platform, and where his viewers can use various advertisements and earn a small, where he can use, he can advertise, provide space for people to advertise, and he can earn from those adverts. And it's basically a click to earn business model. And so when I took over the engagement, I followed up with our Seychelles affiliate. The problem was that at the time, Seychelles had just gone into lockdown and everything was a little bit slower than usual because even the government had shut down. And that was the main challenge because it took a little bit longer than usual to just get the company set up. And I think we managed to do it in slightly over a month. Which is very unusual because normally Seychelles we do 1 to 2 weeks it's done. Yeah, but that was the main challenge.
Yeah, was it a simple incorporation or bank account as well, Grace?
Well, there was a bank account opening as well, which I completed just recently. The problem with that was that most banks are now risk averse, especially offshore companies, and it was a very big challenge to open a bank account for this client. We had multiple issues back and forth, asking for more documents, asking for more information, confirm proof of address, confirm. So banks kept on asking for various things. Eventually, we did manage to get a bank account, 2 actually, so that was a good thing. But initially, the process was very slow with the banks, with multiple banks not boarding the client.
But I presume that one of the challenges, or rather one of the solutions we were providing, was that we were not requiring the client to travel. So I guess that heightens the bank's onboarding requirements. Would that be correct in saying?
Yes, that is also correct. Well, most of the banks that we deal with, we normally offer the non-travel option to our clients, especially the ones who are setting up the offshore businesses. So I did approach the banks that we usually work with, but right now with Seychelles, Mauritius, Cayman Islands, Belize, all these jurisdictions where there is economic substance requirements recently initiated by the government, it's very difficult to open a bank account for these entities, but we did manage to do it.
And was our client's company required to demonstrate economic substance in the Seychelles?
Because it's a newly incorporated company, the bank didn't really focus. So the one that opened the account didn't really focus much on this because it's newly incorporated. But I believe 1 year down the line, they might come back to the client and ask for more information or more documents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Understood. Very good, Grace. In summary, your highlights and takeaways from this engagement, if you don't mind.
Well, Seychelles is still a good jurisdiction to set up an entity. Much simpler to set up than Mauritius, in my opinion. And it's normally very straightforward if you know how to do it and if you have the right connections with the government and with the banks, then you can get it done in the shortest period possible, would be 3 months because of the bank account. But just a business setup, less than a 1 month you will have your company up and running.
Very good.
Yeah.
Grace, that's all I think we need to talk about. We look forward to speaking again on another exciting engagement in the next few days, no doubt. Thank you for your time and have a good day.
Thank you, Mark. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.